there, welcome back. Today we're just going to do kind of a fun, more funky flow. You'll know that when you hear the music. So I'm just going to do what feels good to me and hopefully to you as well. What I want you to grab though, pause video and grab anything that you can create a bolster out of. Whether it's a rolled up blanket or a cushion from the couch or a bed pillow that you've got a blanket wrapped around, something that can be a little bit bigger. We're going to use that towards the end of the class for a more restorative pose. And then a blanket, something for your knees. Just in the event that we're going to do some inner thigh opening in a prone frog, it's nice to have for your knees. Again, I am just kind of going with my own flow today, so it's nice to have these around. And finally, for flexibility purposes, a block or a thick book or even a couple of paint cans or one paint can, something that gives you a little bit of height. If you can't reach the floor, it gives you some stability to put your hand on. So pause the video, go grab those, and I am going to find myself in child's pose. So when you get back, finding child's pose. All right, let's take knees to the outside edges of the mat, big toes to touch. And I always start my flow a little bit before I go into full child's pose, just rocking myself side to side, allowing the low lumbar to unlock a little bit at a time. It's a nice opportunity too to just kind of roll into your breath a little bit without being in the full posture. And today I want to invite you to just kind of find your own body's rhythm and roll with it. Right? Your rhythm isn't going to be the same as mine. Your breath isn't going to be the same as mine. So closing your eyes and just finding your rhythm of rocking back and forth along the knees, maybe swaying through the torso a little bit, just saying hello to your body. Welcome back. And I hope everyone is feeling good. All right, in your own timing, just extending arms long and overhead, and maybe you're continuing to flow a little bit, just letting the arms stretch out. Gently drawing the gaze closed, and find yourself into a restorative child's pose. Remember, arms don't have to be long and overhead. They can be in cactus arms. Another thing that I like to do is I like to pull up through the belly and find almost like a cat spine and roll through it. Let my spine kind of roll through like cat and cow. Just creating more space for the belly, lengthening out through the spine, inching the fingertips forward, doing that a couple times until you've found as much length as you can for the spine, and then allowing the forehead to rest. Really firing up your Ujjayi pranayama, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Slight constriction in the back of the throat. Let your jaw relax, separate your teeth. I'm rolling along my forehead, along my third eye, making that connection of my spirit body to my earth body. And just communicating that you're doing great. Communicating you're beautiful. 2 more breaths. Imagine if we spoke to our body that way every single day. You're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're perfect. You're showing up just in the most awesome way, slowly easing yourself into tabletop pose. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, find your way into cat and cow. In breath, we're always lengthening, opening, expanding. Exhale, we're exploring. We find that prep breath on the inhale, again, to find as much length, as much space as we can, and the exhale is like, this is awesome. Let's do 3 more cat and cows. Stretching the breath out as long as you can. Let the tailbone lead your way through cat and cow. Pausing at the top of the inhale and at the bottom of the exhale. You want to hold that glorious divine light into the body as long as you can through each breath. Nice neutral spine. I need to be kind to my back right now, so I'm going to take a little more time just doing these little rolls from side to side. That is my area of congestion. If I've been at the computer too long, my low back and my hips, and I have been at the computer too long. So bear with me today, or maybe this is going to feel great for you as well. All right, now I'm just going to inch back and then forth, not going on my toes yet, back and forth. Oh, I didn't turn my ringer off. One more time, and then shift it all the way forward, lower down, tap the nose, lift up, pull back, curl the toes under, shift forward, lower down, tap the nose, lift up. We're just doing some very gentle chaturanga push-ups, just warming up the body, making sure the Mula Bandha is engaged, that root lock, pulling up to the pelvic floor. Uddiyana Bandha is active, belly drawn in and up, creating that lift. One more time, back and forth. Nice. And then pull back, stretch, lengthen, elongate. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Pedaling the toes out, the heels out, let the head hang. Gaze between the knees, so that may mean bending the knees quite a bit. Holy man, that feels awesome. Maybe inching the feet out to a wide-legged downward facing dog. Walk the back hand, or the front hands, the only hands you have, walk them back. And again, kind of shift the hips side to side. Nice, swaying the hips, letting the low lumbar again get a little more stretch. And let's take a little twist. So let the right hand stay grounded. Left hand lifts, inhale, exhale, little twist. Grabbing outside of the thigh, the calf, or the ankle. Twisting, gazing to the armpits. Gentle release. Right hand lifts. Full breath in. Little twist. Hello. Twisting, twisting. Let the gaze go towards the armpit. Good. And then release it down. Swaying the hips again. If your wrists get fatigued, come back down onto your knees. Circle the hands around a little bit. Good, and let's walk the feet out, back into hip distance. Walk the hands forward a little bit more. Inhaling, right leg high, bend the knee, open the hip. Again, gorgeous stretch. Maybe circle the knee around. For me, I like to just straighten the leg a little bit with the hips open and then let the knee bend. So you've created some really nice length. Then square it off. I like to pause there. It's a fairly intense stretch through the calf, but also it just wakes the leg up. It wakes the calf muscle up. All right, slowly bring right knee, right tricep, and then into runner's lunge. Good, lifting up and gently lowering down. If wrists are fatigued, come on to fists with palms facing each other. Have a neutral wrist. Lifting up and lowering down. Good. Lifting up and lowering. One more time. Lift it up. Lower it down. Drop down to the bottom knee. Take an inhale and an exhale. Little twist. Beautiful. Nice little twist. Belly starts the rotation. Then the shoulders, and then finishing with the gaze. I might stay here the rest of class. Notice how every inhale, I'm just easing out of it a little bit. Exhale, I'm easing back into it. Again, I'm just very gently telling the hips that it's okay to let go, it's okay to release. And I'm also listening to how things are feeling, that I'm not overstretching in the very beginning of my practice. If it feels good, grab onto the back foot. I'm letting my shoulder stretch, the anterior deltoid, and the quadricep. Use a strap if you can't reach your foot, or just keep it on the mat. And slowly, gentle release, ground the hands right under the shoulders. Gently ease back, walking the foot center. Inhale again and exhale. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. You can stay here, you can sit all the way back on your heel. All right, lifting up tall on the inhale and then find a little fold. Now remember how I was doing that in child's pose. I'm kind of doing a lift, unraveling the spine, reaching the belly button forward a little bit more and lowering. Do I have any more give? Let's look. Unravel and lower until I'm in the best spot I can be in this moment. And then I'm just going to surrender into my extension, into my fold. Nice, and shift it forward again, ground the hands. Front foot meets the back. You're in high plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, very slowly lower, chaturanga. Elbows pin in. Find your up dog. Pause and hold up dog. Shoulders release from the ears. Remember that root lock, core lock. Both engaged very nicely so you're stable and not dumping into the low back. Nice, and then rolling up into your downward facing beautiful dog. Left leg is going to lift high, knee is going to bend, hip is going to open. Do whatever you did on the other side. Deep, even breath. Square the hips off. Hold there, maybe get a little bend, which means you'll have to go up on the toes and then bend if it's too intense for the calf muscle. Keep squaring the hips. And slowly bring the foot outside the hand, runner's lunge, coming up onto fists, inhaling and exhale, lowering. And inhale, lifting, and exhale, lowering. Good, a couple more. I know I promised music. It is coming. All right, gently ease down all the way onto the back knee. Feel it, right? Sit with it and feel it for a minute before you move out of it. And if you took a twist on the other side, taking a twist on this side. So again, think of the belly coming through, the shoulders, the gaze. Notice how the twist feels on this side. And if it's still feeling good, then you can grab onto the back foot. Breathing into it. Always, always breathing into it. Let it go. Coming back to center. Grounding hands, front foot meets the back. Pause and hold your plank pose. Maybe just marching the knees out, so waking up the core just a little bit. That means the abdominal core and the spine. Marching 4 and 3. Beautiful 2. And 1, pause, inhale, shift the weight forward, exhale, ease as you lower, inhale, upward facing dog, pause, hold, and lift the hips, downward facing dog. Breathing into it. Long, even breath in. Long, even breath out. I'm trying to open up my phone so we can get some music. Here we go. Two more breaths in your down dog. One more breath. Good, rolling up onto all 10 toes. Bend the knees, bring the belly back to the thighs. Taking your time, walking up to the top of the mat. Feet are hip distance or wider. Play around a little bit with your flexibility. Find a nice halfway lift, like you're lifting up and over the hip flexors. And then bringing belly down towards the thighs. So that may mean bending the knees. You're in ragdoll pose. Adjust as needed. Maybe hands hang heavy. Maybe you interlace behind you. Find a little bit of stillness now. Roll the weight into the balls of the feet. Let the hands hang heavy. Two more breaths. Beautiful. Toe heel the feet hip distance if they're not there already. Open halfway lift. Again, surrender and fold. Reverse your swan dive into Tadasana mountain pose. Bringing hands back to heart center. Samasthiti. Honoring and intention. Beautiful. Namaskar A. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, open baby back bend. Inhale, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to the heart, forward fold. Open halfway. Ground the hands, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Take it to the top of the mat. Breathe out. Open halfway. Forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, open baby back bend. Inhale, palms to touch. Hands to the heart, forward fold. Open halfway. Ground the hands, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, prepare to move. Exhale, walk or jump, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Tadasana. Baby back bend. Good, palms to touch. Hands to the heart, forward fold. Open halfway. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Rolling up. Stretch it back. Walk or jump. Open halfway. Forward fold. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Good. Breathe in. Long breath in. Exhale, fingertips brush the mat. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Two more. One more. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to the heart, forward fold. Inhale, open, halfway lift. Exhale, ground the hands. Flow. Shine the heart, up dog or cobra. Bring the hips high, downward facing dog. Inhaling right leg. Bend the knee, open the hip. Good, square it off. Right knee, right tricep. Inhale, bring it high. Right knee, left tricep. Inhale, bring it high. Low lunge, stabilize, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, stack it up all the way into crescent. Good, inhale, rise. Exhale, gentle twist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale. Let's take a double chaturanga today. Lower down. Lift up and pull back. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, left leg lifts. Knee bend, hip opens. Squaring it off. Left knee, left tricep. Bring it high. Left knee, right tricep. Bring it high. Low lunge, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Bring it up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, gentle twist. Inhale, rise. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Chaturanga, double. You could do it from knees. Lower down. Pull back, child's pose. Lower down all the way. Cobra. Pull it back, child's pose. Downward facing dog. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good, rolling onto 10 toes. Bend the knees, belly to thighs. Top of the mat. Open halfway. Take a forward fold. Good, finding chair pose, Utkatasana. Open mouth, exhale. Good, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Two more. One more. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to the heart, forward fold. Open halfway lift. Chaturanga, double, lower down. Lift up, pull back. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog, breathing in. Inhale, right leg high. Open the hip. Square it off. Right knee, right tricep. Bring it high. Right knee, left tricep. Bring it high. Low lunge. Sweep it up, crescent lunge. Come to rise. Gentle twist. Come to rise. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Double chaturanga. We're having fun. Lower. Lift, pull back. Lower. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Grounding breath. Left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. Square it off. Left knee, left tricep. Bring it high. Left knee, right tricep. Bring it high. Low lunge. Crescent. Come to rise. Gentle twist. Come to rise. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Take it to the mat, double chaturanga. Let's lower. And lift. And lower. Up dog. Down dog. Long breath in. Long breath out. Rolling up onto 10 toes, bend the knees, belly to thighs. Top of the mat. We're moving. Halfway. Forward fold. Slow it down, chair pose. Chair pose, pause and hold. Breathing in. Weight in the heels, feel the body. Feel the heart pumping, moving blood and oxygen to the body. Little pulses, gentle lift and lowering. Squeeze the glutes. Gentle lift, gentle lower. Good, stabilizing. Hands come to the heart. Weight goes in the heels, extend fingertips forward, hips go back, almost to where the belly's brushing the thighs. Good, hands come to the heart again. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale halfway. Ground the hands, chaturanga. Double one. I'm gonna be sorry I did this. Maybe not. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Good, inhale right leg. Bend the knee, open the hips, stay as you are, or flip your dog. Good, slowly square it off. Extending it long. Bring it through. Reaching left hand high to the sky. Open up that heart space. Reground the hands. Lifting three-legged down dog. Finding low lunge. Sweeping it up to crescent lunge. Hands come to the heart again. Inhale. Exhale, revolve crescent lunge. Belly comes through, shoulders and gaze. Staying as you are, extending hands to fly, maybe half bind or whole bind. Belly comes through, shoulders gaze. Good, gentle release. Reaching it up, crescent. Straighten the leg, open to warrior two. Good, inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend the side angle. Staying as you are, half bind or whole bind. Long breath in, long breath out. Two more breaths. Good, release the bind. Reaching floor to sky, maybe ground the hand, maybe extend it just a little bit longer so you're really stretching out through the psoas, the side body, and then slowly reverse your triangle. Reach up, reach back, create space. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Stable through the hips. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Tear the mat in half so you've got some really nice mobility through the upper body. Shoulders are nice and open. Staying as you are or express your flexibility. Make sure there's stability there, that you're not just resting on the hand. Staying as you are, maybe extend the top hand. Again, getting more side body stretch. Beautiful. From here, slowly square off the hips. So now we're in a really wide pyramid pose. Walk the back foot in a little bit. Take an inhale, exhale, fold. The more you tip the toes or turn the toes in, the more the hips are going to square off for you. Using blocks if you need to. Good, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, revolve triangle. Think of scissoring the legs. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward. Use a block if needed. Nice, coming back to center. Pivot on the back leg, coming into a low lunge. Bringing knees together, inhale. Exhale, extend the legs to the sky, standing splits. Find a little curtsy squat. Moving into standing splits. Curtsy squat. Standing splits, two more, curtsy. Standing splits, one more, curtsy. Standing splits, pause and hold, 4, 3, 2. Go into curtsy and then lower the foot. Left foot behind right. Walk the hands up the thighs. In breath. Walk the hands back down. Exhale. Inching hands over to the left. Little twist here. Good. Walking back to center. Inch into the other side. Walking back to center. Good. Hands come to the hips. Slowly come to rise. Uncrossing. Right knee grounds. Left knee lifts. Deep breath. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Lift up and open. Foot is flexed. Extend the foot. Bring it back. Extend the foot. Bring it back. Extend the foot. And bend. One more time. Extend. Hold. 4, 3, 2. Sweep it through. Airplane pose. Breathe. Warrior 3. Breathe. Step it back. Crescent lunge. Circle the arms around. Ground the hands. Front foot meets the back. Double chaturanga. Lower down. Could be from knees. Pulling back to child's pose. Come forward. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Long breath in. Long breath out. Left leg lifts high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Stay as you are, or flip your dog. Oh, slipping a little. Good, let's flip it back. Extend it long. Sweep it through. Lifting up the right hand. Hold and breathe. Reground the hands. Lifting up to three-legged down dog. Finding low lunge. Stabilize. Sweep it up. Hands come to the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Revolve crescent lunge on this side. Think of the connection in the belly coming through shoulders and gaze, staying as you are. Or opening hands to fly. Half bind or whole bind. Whatever's in your practice. Maybe dropping down to the bottom knee feels better to you today. Two more breaths. One more. Gentle release. Sweep it up to crescent. Come to rise. Open warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Staying as you are, or take a half or whole bind. Breathing, breathing. One more breath. Release, let it go. Reach floor to sky. Maybe ground the hands to a little side body stretch. Outside edge of the back foot, rooting down. Good, inhale. And reverse your triangle. Lift up, lift back. Finding triangle. Staying as you are. We're exploring stability and flexibility. My hips are nice and stable because of my Mula Bandha and my Uddiyana Bandha. I've got a nice glute lock in there too. Maybe taking a side body stretch. It's a beautiful thing. Good. Slowly with ease, we're going to square the torso, square the hips off. You'll probably have to walk the back foot in a little bit and turn the foot towards the top of the mat. Find some length, halfway lift. Take a nice fold, pyramid pose. Keep inching, left hip back, right hip forward. Square the hips to the front of the mat. Good, come to a halfway lift. Keep scissoring the legs. Right hand will stay grounded. Left will spiral to the sky, bringing the belly through, shoulders gaze, revolve triangle. Good, reground. Pivoting in the back foot, coming into low lunge. Bringing knees to touch. Reaching foot high to the sky. Little curtsy squat. Good. Standing splits. Curtsy squat. 2 more. I don't know how many I've done. 1 more. And then slowly come into your curtsy squat. Bring the right foot behind the left. Rooting down through the ball on the big toes. Walk the hands up the thighs. Reverse the blood flow for a minute. Inhale. Exhale, walk it right back down. Nice fold. Walking hands over to the right. Walking hands to the left. Coming back to center. Hands come to hips. Slowly come to rise. Grounding left foot. Right knee uncrosses and bends. Stabilize. Glute, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Lift up tall. Foot is flexed. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Find a bend. And an extension. Bend. Extend. One more time. Bend. Extend. Pause and hold. 4, 3, 2. Sweep it through. Airplane. Heart space opens. Stabilize first. Warrior 3. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Lift up with the pelvic floor. Pull the belly in and up. Little internal hug. Crescent lunge. Circle the arms around. Down to the mat. Front foot meets the back. Lower down. Lift and pull back. Good. Lower. Lift and pull back. I'm sorry. You should have gone into up dog. Up dog. Feels so good. Downward facing dog. Long breath in. Long breath out. Walking or jumping top of the mat. Open halfway. Forward fold. Get a drink if you want. Chair pose, Utkatasana. There. Find your glorious chair pose. All right. Let's find cactus arms. Beautiful. Left arm goes under right. Eagle arms. Take a shoulder shrug. Pull the weight back. Finding eagle pose. Stabilize. Ground with the foot. Draw the energy up. Pull it into the root lock, the core lock. Hold into your 3, 2. Elbows come down on 1. Fingertips reach forward, broaden the back. Good, just pause and hold. Awesome stretch through the thoracic spine. Separate those shoulder blades. We don't tell you to do that very often. All right, uncross the legs. Airplane, eagle arms. Full airplane. Back into warrior 3. Into airplane. Warrior 3. Nice spine strengthener. Airplane. Warrior 3. Step back, crescent lunge. Inhale, reach. Fingertips high in a steeple grip this time. Bending at the elbow. Lift elbows to the sky. Take a baby back bend. Get a good stretch through the triceps. Side body. Nice, reach it forward, airplane arms. Open to warrior 2. Good, reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Reverse your triangle. Trikonasana. Good, easing into star pose. Coming down into goddess. Long breath in. Long breath out. Hands slowly come to the hips. And we're going to rock side to side. You could stay upright Good, just finding the flow. Maybe reaching all the way down, opposite hand, opposite foot. Really good stretch. Nice, let's rock 4, and 3, and 2. Low lunge to the front on 1, grounding the fingertips to the inside arch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Lower it down. 2 more. Lift it up. Lower down. 1 more time. Lift. And lower all the way down into a side lunge. So we're going to externally rotate the lengthened leg, knee and toes to the sky. Good. If this doesn't feel good, come back and sit on the heels. Find a nice Janu Shirshasana. A little side body stretch. Do what feels the best to you. Maybe taking a bind. We've been in it for a little bit. Holding here for 3. Beautiful. 2. Nice stretch. Keep externally rotating. Knee to the sky, toes to the sky. Releasing on 1. Coming to low lunge to the front of the mat, dropping down to the bottom knee. Inhaling, arms up and overhead. Exhale, find that little baby back bend. Beautiful stretch through the hip flexor. Good, regrounding hands, inhale. Exhale, either going back into Ardha Hanumanasana or full Hanumanasana, full splits. Now, my body's still not warm enough or flexible enough today to do the full split, so if I were smart enough to have grabbed a block, I could have put it right under my front thigh. That's one way to experience full splits without going all the way down to the mat. Good, so find again what works for you without overstretching, right? We never want to overstretch the joints. I could force myself down and I'd feel it 2 hours later. Everything would tighten right back up and I'd feel terrible. So here I sit probably 6 inches off the mat. Couple more breaths. 1 more. It's a beautiful day. If you're in whole splits, the best way I think to get out of it is to roll onto the side. Bring the knees back in. Come into tabletop. Everyone else, let's shift yourself forward into a low lunge and then walking yourself out into runner's lunge, second set of runner's lunge. This time let's do a little more restorative, so you can stay on hands, you can use that bolster, put it under forearms, and maybe come down onto forearms. Sending love to your beautiful, glorious hips. They're perfect, they're supportive, and they're doing exactly what you're telling them to do. Good, reground the hands. Staying as you are for an additional couple of breaths, or taking another twist just like we did before, grabbing onto the back foot. Just noticing, is there a difference in the stretch now that we're in the middle class? Release hands to the mat. Front foot meets the back. Take an inhale and lower down on the exhale. Up dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Whatever needs to be done, pedal it out. And then find some stillness. Take a breath in. Breath out. Another in breath. Take it to the top of the mat. Open to a halfway. Nice little fold. Finding your beautiful chair pose, Utkatasana. Cactus arms, inhale. Right elbow under left. Could grab opposite elbow, that's always an option. Or take full eagle arms. Shoulder blades back and down. This is a heart opener, we're not all crunched in. Heart opener, come here if you can't get that heart opening. Good, right knee over left. lock, core lock. Hold and breathe. 3, 2. Elbows come down on 1. Fingertips reach forward. Uncross the legs, airplane legs, eagle arms. Full airplane pose. Good, find warrior 3. Back into airplane. Warrior 3. Back into airplane. Warrior 3. Back into airplane one more time. Warrior 3. I think I did an extra one. Crescent lunge, lifting up tall, bend at the elbows. Find that opening, that baby back bend. Beautiful. Reach it high, deep breath. Open warrior 2. Good, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Find Trikonasana. Lifting up to star. Sinking down to goddess. Good, and I'm going to come and face you. Slowly side to side. Whatever that looks like for you. Good. Let's move 4. And 3. And 2. Side lunging to the front of your mat. Fingertips come to the inside arch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Lift it up. And lower. One more time. Lift. And lower. Side lunge. Externally rotate the lengthened leg. Knee to the sky. Toes to the sky. Remember, if this is too deep, bring the foot to the inside arch. And take Janu Shirshasana. Find your way. Breathe into it. And when you're ready, taking the bind if you'd like. Good. Keep externally rotating. Knee to the sky, toes to the sky. Let's go. 4, 3, 2. Beautiful stretch. Release on 1. Coming to low lunge to the front of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, pull back. Half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana or full Hanumanasana. Any of you out there who have a B mat, it's very difficult to slide that front foot. Good. So again, here I'm going to stay resting a little bit above the mat. Wishing I had that block, but my fists are working fine. Long breath in. Long breath out. Good. Another long breath in. Even breath out. One more time. Good. Roll onto the outside of the hip if you're in full splits. Bring the knees together. Coming up into tabletop. Everybody finding low lunge. Sweeping arms up and overhead. Steeple grip, baby back bend. Did we do this? We may have done this. Let's release. Walking the foot out for a more restorative runner's lunge. I don't know if we did it. Anyway, restorative runner's lunge. Swing that bolster in here if you're having a hard time getting forearms down. And just let yourself rest. You've earned it. Good. Staying as you are because it's feeling really lovely. We're coming up onto hands, taking a second twist. Again, just noticing, does it feel better, worse? Back out if it's feeling worse. Right? If you can't breathe, the breath is at all constricted, back out. Good. Let's slowly release. Everybody coming center. We're going to shift back and then slowly bring knees together, moving into frog pose, prone frog. So this is where you may want your blanket to cushion the knees. We're really digging into the inside, inner thigh, the adductors, and then we'll go into a nice hip opener in a moment. Getting the glutes. All right, so starting here, you may want the bolster right along the length here. I'll show you first with the bolster. Some of you, this is too intense and you'll take just a nice restorative child's pose, like so. If you want to explore a little bit more, bring the bolster out, draw the knees out as far as comfortable, and you're creating a 90-degree angle between the lower leg and the upper leg. Good, and I'm going to ease this out of the way and come into my frog. So you're coming down onto forearms. Just playing around. Bolster would be under your belly if it's too deep to be without it. And you'll notice shifting the hips just slightly forward is going to increase it as well. So again, 90-degree angle. Staying as you are or surrendering. Cheek to the mat, cheek to the bolster. Good, take an in-breath and switch your gaze to the other side. So we're lengthening, stretching out the muscles of the neck, the cervical spine evenly. Breath is soft. Couple more breaths on this side. All is well. Nice. Slowly come up. How to get out of this now? I like to slowly shift my hips back and inch my knees in. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And then coming to a comfortable seat with feet on the outside edges of the mat. Take a really nice, slow windshield wiper without going into sensation really, just releasing from side to side. When you come back to center, let everything relax and soften before you shift. Relax and soften. Good, a couple more breaths. Nice, extend the legs long, shake them out. Perfect. All right, friends, let's release the blanket out from under us and slowly lower down to the mat. Move the bolster out of the way as best I can. Nice, setting up for bridge. So bringing the heels as close as you can to the sitting bones. Nice, slowly start by tipping the tailbone away from the mat and then lifting the hips to follow. Lifting the lumbar, thoracic, shimmying the shoulders underneath. So I'm resting on my triceps and posterior deltoids, the back of the shoulders. Staying as you are, maybe interlace those hands. Yourself back down to the mat. Windshield wiper, knees into the chest, or Supta Baddha Konasana. If knees are in the chest, maybe doing little circles. Nice. Lowering feet back down to the mat, grounding them again, or staying as you are, taking a second set of bridge, or a beautiful full wheel. Doing Mickey Mouse ears right next, thumbs right next to the ears, flipping fingertips so they're facing the shoulders, and slowly lifting up. Once you find your way into full wheel, just inching shoulders over wrists. Good, gentle release. Back down to the mat. Same thing. Windshield wiper, knees to the chest, or Supta Baddha Konasana.
Jealous of the rain.
Good, let's rock and roll 3 times along the length of the spine till you come to seat.
Closer than my hands have been.
Good, 3rd time up and crossing right knee over left. Finding a figure 4 from a seated pose. So the idea here is that you're either back here, maybe you're coming back down onto forearms, and that's enough of a stretch for you. Lifting up. What you want is a straight back, hips grounded or sitting bones grounded. Inching the right knee away from the chest, chest towards the thigh.
I wished you best of all this world could give. And I told you when you left me, there's nothing to forgive. But I always thought you'd come back, tell me all you found was heartbreak.
Let's take about 3 more breaths.
It's hard for me to say, I'm jealous of the way you're happy without.
Good, now options as we release. Crossing the bottom leg, both knees bent, sitting bones rooted down evenly. If that's too deep, extending the leg long. If that's still too deep, bringing the foot to the inside arch. Neither is wrong, right, better, worse, as long as you're enjoying it and you're not hurting yourself. So let's lift up as we inhale, and on the exhale, start by just hugging the thigh, bringing the belly through the shoulders and the gaze. And if you want to go deeper, bringing the elbow to the outside of the thigh.
Gone for someone else to share. Oh, I'm jealous of the love. I wished you best of
Good, coming center and little counter twist.
all this world could give. And I told
Coming back to center, finding cow face, so crossing at the inner thighs now. If that's too deep, crossing an easy seat, which would be one in front of the other. Good, cow face or easy seat. Peeling the calf muscles out, rooting down through the sitting bones, staying as you are because that's plenty deep, or lifting and then folding a little bit more, honoring your breath.
happy without me. As I sing in the sand, watch you slip through my hands. Oh, as I die here another day. Hey, 'cause all I do is cry behind the smile. I wish you
Good, gentle lift.
the best of
Grounding the right hand, do a side body bend.
this world could give. And I told you when you left me, there's nothing to forgive.
Coming back to the center, side body bend to the left.
Come back, tell me all you found was heartbreak and misery.
Coming back to the center, uncross the legs, extend them long, give them a shake.
Jealous of the way you're happy.
Bending the knees, crossing left over right. Seated figure 4, you could always go down on your forearms or your back as well.
Jealous of the way you're happy without me.
Couple more breaths just as you are. When you feel ready, coming into Marichyasana, grounding the sitting bones. Remember, it could be here, it could be here, or it could be here. Find what works. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, bring the belly to the thigh. Give it a hug. Now bring the belly through and the shoulders through. Finish with the gaze. If you still have more, bringing the elbow to the outside. Good. Inhale, center, and exhale, little counter twist. Inhale, center again, finding cow face or easy seat. Crossing at the inner thighs, breathing in. Exhale, little fold. Good. Inhale, release, extend the legs long. Give them a nice good shake. Sitting bones grounded evenly, maybe putting the bolster under your knees, setting up for Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, tip the pelvis, belly connects to the thighs. If that feels okay, then extending the legs a little bit longer, each time lengthening and folding. Good. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, carve the belly out. Make your way back down to the mat again. Knees come into the chest. You can put that blanket underneath your hips, feet to the sky. Or if you'd like to go into full plow pose and shoulder stand, great opportunity now. Do what feels good to you. I take a nice long time in my plow pose. So if you pop right up into shoulder stand and you're ready to come down, come on down, move into happy baby. Everyone slowly making your way down if you're not there already. And again, finding happy baby in your own time. Good. Quick counter pose, bringing hands underneath. Sitting bones, palms facing down, thumbs touching, moving into fish pose. Releasing all the way down, releasing hands. Right knee comes into the chest. Give it a beautiful squeeze, maybe a little circle, compression. Full breath in. Exhale, little supine twist. Use the bolster. If the twist is too deep, rest the knee on the bolster. squeeze, little circle. Life is so good. Release the foot back down, leg to the mat. Left knee comes into the chest, little circles. Take an inhale and an exhale. Now, if you think I'm always this way, talk to my husband. I had my moment yesterday. There's something about doing a yoga practice that brings you back to center. Helps you connect with your joy and just a sense of strength and calm at the same time. Your inner strength. Good, release. Knee comes into the chest. Little circles. Right knee meets the left. Forearms around the shins, bring the forehead up to the knees. Inhale, pressing shins into forearm. Exhale, open your beautiful self up into your final resting pose, Shavasana. If you're feeling peace and gratitude right now, send it out to someone you know who needs it in this moment. Maybe sending out the rainbow ray, which is all the chakras balanced and singing, surrounding someone. That beautiful divine light. Leaving your practice on the mat, leaving everything on the mat that you came in here with. Like you've just shed every single layer of your being. And we have the opportunity in every moment to reset. So when you're ready for that reset, roll onto your side. Bringing yourself up to seated. Comfortable cross-legged seat, palms are facing up on the knees, posture receiving. Ask for what you need right now in this moment. What do you need in your life? Bringing hands in prayer position to heart center, honoring that intention, guiding love and light to the third eye. May you have peace in your thoughts. Prayer hands to your lips. May you have peace in your words. Prayer hands to the heart. Peace in your heart and your actions. Bowing forward to seal in our beautiful practice. Namaste, friends. Enjoy the day. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.